Justin Trudeau and his wife, Sophie Gregoire, shocked the world when they announced their separation. But what really led to their divorce? Was it political pressure, a hidden scandal, or something much deeper? Today, we're diving into the truth behind their split, uncovering the real reasons that pushed Sophie to walk away. Stay with us as we break down the untold story behind one of the most talked about breakups in political history. Justin Trudeau and Sophie Gregoire first crossed paths in the early 2000s when they were introduced by mutual friends. Their connection blossomed into romance, and the couple eventually tied the knot in a beautiful ceremony in 2005, which was attended by family and friends. They appeared to create a picture-perfect marriage, one that many admired and looked up to as an example of a strong partnership rooted in love and mutual respect. As Justin's political aspirations took flight, culminating in his historic ascent to become the Prime Minister of Canada in 2015, Sophie stood steadfastly by his side, embracing her role as the supportive First Lady. She became an advocate for numerous causes, from mental health awareness to gender equality, and her presence in the public eye often complemented Trudeau's image as a progressive and inclusive leader. Together, they attended numerous high-profile events, graced magazine covers, and shared moments that seemed to encapsulate the ideals of modern family life in the spotlight. However, the facade of their seemingly idyllic marriage began to crack under the weight of relentless public scrutiny and the intense demands associated with Trudeau's political career. As the pressures of politics mounted, Sophie found herself navigating a complex landscape, often ensuring her husband's message resonated while maintaining her own identity and advocacy work in the community. Compounding this strain were the incessant media inquiries and gossip surrounding their relationship, which sparked rumors of tension and discord behind closed doors. As the years progressed, public appearances by the couple became less frequent, raising eyebrows and fueling speculation about the state of their marriage. Observers noted subtle changes in their interactions and body language during the rare moments they were seen together, leading many to believe that there was more happening beneath the surface. The couple appeared to be grappling with the challenges of balancing personal and public life, which only intensified the pressure they faced as a high-profile partnership. In the backdrop of these escalating tensions, the couple continued to share glimpses of their life together through social media and occasional joint statements. Yet it became increasingly clear that their journey was marred by struggles that extended beyond the glamour of public life. The reality of being in the national spotlight, combined with personal challenges, prompted discussions not only about their relationship, but also about the broader implications of love and partnership in a world where privacy is often compromised. As rumors continued to swirl, supporters and admirers alike were left wondering what the future would hold for Justin and Sophie, once the embodiment of a contemporary political power couple. While it is difficult to pinpoint a single event that catalyzed the separation between Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and Sophie Gregoire Trudeau, insiders have revealed that a confluence of factors played a significant role in reaching this pivotal moment in their lives. Political stress emerged as a substantial element, as Trudeau's position as Prime Minister demands not only long hours, but also extensive travel and constant media scrutiny. This relentless pace and overwhelming public attention left little room for the couple to nurture a normal family life, often leaving them apart during critical times when togetherness was needed most. In contrast to the pressures accompanying Trudeau's political career, Sophie had begun to carve out her own identity and purpose beyond that of being the Prime Minister's spouse. She emerged as a passionate advocate for mental health awareness and women's rights, gaining recognition for her efforts and often making public appearances without her husband. This growing independence highlighted an evolving dynamic within their relationship, as her commitments increasingly reflected a desire for her own voice and mission, distinct from the political saga surrounding Trudeau. In addition to these external pressures, speculation about possible affairs and underlying trust issues began to circulate, further complicating the picture. Whispered rumors of infidelity added fuel to the perception that their marriage had become strained well before the official announcement of their separation was made public. Friends and family members noted that this combination of intense demands from Trudeau's career, Sophie's personal evolution, and the accumulation of trust issues culminated in an inevitable conclusion. Together, these elements created an environment where mutual understanding became increasingly difficult. ultimately leading to their decision to go their separate ways. As they navigated the challenges of public life and personal strife, the couple's situation highlights the complexities that arise when personal ambitions and the demands of a high-profile public role collide, leaving both individuals struggling to find a balance that they could no longer maintain together. The moment their divorce was officially announced, social media erupted in a whirlwind of reactions, with users from all walks of life weighing in on the unexpected news. Within moments, trending hashtags began circulating, capturing the public's attention as the story unfolded. Some Canadians expressed feelings of sympathy and understanding for the couple, recognizing the immense pressure that comes with living a public life constantly scrutinized by the media and the public. They highlighted how the glare of the spotlight can strain even the strongest relationships, especially for individuals in high-profile positions like Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and his wife Sophie. On the other hand, a faction of users took to various platforms to speculate about potential deeper scandals lurking beneath the surface. Conversations quickly shifted to theories about infidelity, disagreements, or even differences in political ideology that could have contributed to the dissolution of their marriage. As the media outlets jumped on the story, they began dissecting every possible detail of the couple's past interactions. Analysts reviewed footage from interviews, scrutinizing their body language for hints of tension or discomfort. Sophie's social media presence was also put under the microscope, as cryptic Instagram posts from her past seemed to offer a deeper narrative that many were eager to interpret, adding fuel to the speculative fire. Meanwhile, political analysts and commentators stepped in to consider the ramifications of this high-profile divorce on Trudeau's leadership. They debated whether the personal upheaval could have broader implications for his political future. After all, in the world of politics, personal image often plays an integral role in public perception and voter confidence. Discussions arose about how this could affect his standing with constituents who might view his personal life as a reflection of his capability to lead the country. As various polls emerged, showing shifts in approval ratings following the announcement, pundits weighed in on what this could mean for Trudeau's policies, prospects, and the Canadian political landscape as a whole. Despite the cacophony of speculation, both Justin and Sophie issued statements reaffirming their commitment to prioritizing their family in the midst of this difficult transition. They emphasized that their primary focus remained on co-parenting their children, ensuring that they continue to feel loved, supported, and respected by both parents. Amidst the swirling rumors and opinions, the couple made it clear that their dedication to their children's well-being would guide their actions moving forward. In interviews and public appearances, they aimed to convey a united front, highlighting the importance of mutual respect and understanding in their new chapter as co-parents. As the story continued to develop, it became evident that the public was not only captivated by the personal dynamics of this prominent couple, but also contemplating the intersection of personal and political life in a very public arena. Now that the divorce is official, the big question looming over the public and the media alike is, what's next for both Justin and Sophie? Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, already under pressure from a myriad of political challenges, including economic uncertainties, climate change issues, and international relations, faces the added complexity of navigating this personal upheaval while simultaneously working to maintain his public image and fulfill his responsibilities as Canada's leader. Unlike past times when personal matters could be kept somewhat private, the intense media scrutiny surrounding his high-profile career means that every move he makes will be closely monitored and interpreted by both supporters and critics. His ability to effectively govern during this tumultuous period could very well influence public perception as he approaches an election cycle rife with potential pitfalls. On the other hand, Sophie Gregoire Trudeau appears to be taking this transition in stride, embracing her newfound independence with a refreshing sense of positivity. She is reportedly focusing on a variety of personal projects that reflect her passions and interests, and there is growing speculation regarding a shift in her career trajectory, perhaps a return to her earlier work in media or a new venture aligned with her advocacy for mental health and wellness, which has been a significant part of her public persona. It seems she is determined to forge a new path for herself, one that will allow her to define her legacy outside of her role as the Prime Minister's partner. Meanwhile, the well-being of their 3 children remains at the forefront of both Justin and Sophie's priorities. They have both publicly reassured Canadians that their commitment to co-parenting will be a cornerstone of their new relationship dynamic. This commitment reflects a mature approach to their situation, indicating that despite their differences, they intend to provide a stable and loving environment for their children. This mutual understanding may also serve to counterbalance any negative narratives that might arise during this time, as they strive to shield their kids from the uncertainties and stress that often accompany public divorces. However, the divorce has sparked a flurry of rumors and speculation surrounding Trudeau's future, both in his political career and in his personal life. As people ponder whether he might eventually seek new romantic companionship or if he will prioritize his professional commitments, the uncertainty serves as a critical backdrop to his leadership journey going forward. Questions linger about how this change might alter the trajectory of his political standing. Will it provide him with a fresh narrative to rally support or complicate his already challenging position? As the dust settles, observers will be watching closely to see how these developments impact Trudeau's governance and public profile in the years ahead. The unfolding story of his life after divorce will undoubtedly be a topic of interest for many, as both Justin and Sophie embark on separate paths while maintaining their focus on their children as they navigate this new chapter in their lives. Justin Trudeau and Sophie Gregoire. Trudeau's divorce marks the end of a remarkably high-profile marriage that had captured the attention of both Canadians and people around the world for years. Their union was not just a personal relationship, it was a dynamic partnership that played out in the public eye against the backdrop of Trudeau's tenure as Prime Minister of Canada. The couple's every move was meticulously observed, analyzed, and often critiqued, attracting intense media scrutiny and public interest. From their glamorous public appearances to Sophie's impactful advocacy work, they were often seen as a modern political couple that embodied progressive values and familial ideals. Yet, as the announcement of their split reverberates through the media landscape, it raises many questions about the forces that contributed to this pivotal moment. The Elizabethan expression, "the course of true love never did run smooth," seems particularly relevant in this context. Political pressure can weigh heavily on even the most solid of relationships, imposing a unique set of challenges that most couples do not face. For Trudeau, the demands of leading a country, balancing domestic policies, international relations, and the daily grind of governance, often placed him in the eye of a proverbial storm. Similarly, Sophie Gregoire Trudeau has her own public persona, actively engaging in various charitable initiatives and causes that advocate for mental health, women's rights, and social issues. As she pursued her own passions and professional commitments, balancing those with the demands of being the partner of a prime minister likely contributed additional strains to their marital relationship. Furthermore, the shadows of public opinion can cast a lengthy pall over personal dynamics. The couple's journey has not been without controversy. Critics have pointed to various moments in their relationship, whether it be comments made during interviews or incidents that garnered negative media coverage. And while some individuals may speculate about personal differences or disagreements as factors in their separation, it's also essential to consider the broader societal pressures they faced as a public couple. With this divorce now announced, many observers are left to ponder whether this decision was truly inevitable, the culmination of personal challenges that played out over years, or if other, possibly undisclosed factors may have influenced their parting of ways. Relationships can be complicated under any circumstances, and the unique context of their public lives adds layers of complexity that are difficult for outsiders to decipher. Their decision to separate prompts not only speculation, but also a conversation about the emotional realities of marriage, particularly in such a scrutinizing environment as politics. How often do couples facing similar public pressures find themselves at a crossroads? Can love withstand the weight of constant public evaluation, or do such strains ultimately become insurmountable? As news of the Trudeau's divorce becomes reduced to headlines and social media discussions, we encourage you to share your insights in the comments. What are your thoughts on the challenges faced by those in the public eye? Do you see parallels with everyday relationships that also struggle under pressures, whether external or internal? Your comments can help illuminate the multifaceted nature of relationships, especially when influenced by societal expectations. In addition, don't forget to like and subscribe to stay updated on this developing story, as well as other significant events shaping our world today. Your engagement not only contributes to the conversation surrounding public figures, but also invites greater reflection on the human experiences that resonate universally, no matter the spotlight. Analyzing these stories can open avenues for empathy and understanding in our own lives, reminding us that regardless of status or success, everyone navigates the complex journey of love and partnership.